Good morning, everyone. All right. So, in yesterday's lecture, you have seen the idea of justice propounded by Plato. So, in today's lecture, we will be talking about his idea of on communism. Okay, communism. Okay, communism. That is one thing we will be discussing today. So, earlier as well, I have mentioned that there will be 6 demo classes, and in the series of 6 demo classes, this is the last segment. So, once the class is done, in the last lecture as well, I have given you the WhatsApp number, but I have given that number in the fag end of our dictation. So, there is a possibility that some of you might have missed. Therefore, I am giving you one more time. Okay? So, those who are interested in the course, you can WhatsApp on 977 388 1981. Okay? This is Janak's number. Okay? You can message here, and he will be sending you your Google form. You have to fill the form. After that, payment and other things he will tell you. He again will tell you that the discount that I have previously told, and it is valid only for 20 people. Okay? The first 20 people will get a discount. And there will be gap of 2 days because this process will take 2 days. After 2 days, we will resume our classes, and the next class will be available a private link, not this public link. A private link will be shared only with those people who have registered. Okay, so this is what it is. तो यही है और क्या है? ठीक है, चलो. Communism. So in today's lecture, I will be covering communism. There are few more things that is left in Plato. That is his idea on philosopher king, his ideas on the ideal state or feminism. This sort of things are there. We will be discussing it later on. Fine. So communism. 3-4 things we will discuss in communism that will give us a very comprehensive idea. First, तो हम समझे तो सही what exactly is communism, because the moment the word communism comes, everyone start thinking about Karl Marx. Okay, so what exactly is communism? Because this Karl Marx is 19th century, okay, and he is like 2400 years ago. So what exactly he said? So first we will investigate what is communism. This is our first agenda. Second agenda is what kind of communism proposed by Plato. What kind of communism did Plato proposed? Then why did he propose communism? किया ही क्यों? Okay. Then, for whom it has proposed? For whom? And the last one is comparison between Plato's communism and Marx's communism. Can we say, a very important question, can we say that father of communism is Plato? Because normally we say that father of communism is Marx, Karl Marx. But since he is also talking about communism, so can we say that? So let's see whether we can say that or not, one by one. Okay. Let's first talk about what is communism. कि communism है क्या? What is communism? Communism, as opposed to the idea of capitalism. In today's time, what we see is capitalism. Capitalism में दिखता है, ठीक है? Capitalism means private ownership of the property. ये होता है basic, in simplest way. Remember that we will understand communism, liberalism, capitalism, all this in complete detail later on. Okay? But here, to understand briefly क्या है? It means communism is opposed to capitalism. Opposed to capitalism, if capitalism is private property, then communism will be what? Communism क्या होगा? That community ownership. Community ownership of the resources and factors of production. Capitalism is private ownership of resources and the factors of production. Communism is opposed to it. ठीक है? It means what? This idea is what? Against capitalism, because capitalism is private property. ठीक है? Another special feature is in communism is that normally we are understanding communism. What exactly is communism? We will talk about that in terms of what exactly is communism in Plato's eyes is a different thing. This is normal understanding of communism. We, you, or whosoever understands. That understanding I am telling you. Okay? Another one is that distribution is based on capacity. Based on needs. Okay? Distribution is based on needs. It means if I am eating 10 chapati and if you are eating 3 chapati, you will get 3 chapati. I will get 10 chapati. Because the purpose here is to what? Fulfill the need. My need is 10. I am 10 feet tall, 200 kg, which I am not, though, but yet think virtual है, सोचने में क्या जाता है कि नहीं? तो distribution is based on needs. ठीक है? Need based. If somebody needs more, they will be need more, not desire more. Desire has no end. Okay? There is two concepts. One is want, another one is need. Want means has no end. You want A, you want B, you want like $100 billion. But do you need $100 billion? Answer to that question is no. जरूरत ही नहीं है. You might need a very big house, 10,000 square feet house. That is want. But you are living in what? A छोटा सा एरिया, एक लिविंग स्पेस एंड मे बी अ लिविंग रूम, लिविंग स्पेस एंड योर बेडरूम, दैट इज ऑल. एक बेड ही तो चाहिए. एट द एंड ऑफ द डे हमें क्या चाहिए होता है? 4x6 का एक छोटा सा टुकड़ा जमीन का एंड अ टूम्ब ओवर इट, टूम्ब स्टोन. वही होता है ना, लास्ट में क्या होता है? कुछ ही नहीं रहता है. तो नीड एंड वांट इज टू डिफरेंट थिंग्स. इट इज टॉकिंग अबाउट नीड. सो हियर इन दिस सिस्टम इक्वालिटी इज इंपॉर्टेंट. इक्वालिटी. Everyone's hunger should be done away with. ठीक है. नीड बेस्ड. और पीपल विल एफर्ट कैसे लगाएगा? बेस्ड ऑन योर कैपेबिलिटी. एफर्ट क्या है? एफर्ट कैपेबिलिटी. ठीक है. कैपेबिलिटी means I have the capability to work for 5 hours. I will work for 5 hours full heartedly. You have the capability to work for 7 hours. You will work 7 hours. At the end of the day, what did you get? You got 3 chapati and I got 10 chapati. ठीक है. Distribution is based on needs. People put effort based on their capability and receive based on their needs. This is the basis of communism. ठीक है. They want a perfect society, a society where everyone should have equality of everything. ठीक है. ये नहीं कि कोई अमीर, कोई गरीब, कोई ज्यादा अमीर, कोई नहीं. Everyone is equal. Community ownership. No one is Amir, no one is Garib, because entire agriculture field or whatsoever it might be is owned by the community, not individual. In capitalism, you have individual. This is the basic idea of communism. ठीक है. This is the basic idea of communism. अब I don't want to get into further into communism because this is a whole together very prolonged concept. बहुत debate है. We'll talk about it when we will talk about Marx. Okay, not before that. Now, communism क्या है वो समझ गए. Now let's come to the question that what kind of communism did he propose? ठीक है. What kind of communism? ठीक है. Communism का kind. So he proposed 2 kinds of communism. ठीक है. One is communism of property. This is actually communism of property, but I said he proposed 2 kind of communism. One is communism of property, other one is communism of family. Now this is a very controversial and very unique feature, ठीक है, of communism. बहुत इजी तरीके से समझा देता हूं, याद हो जाएगा जीवन भर के लिए. ठीक है. Communism of property and communism of family. ठीक है. Now, third question is here is for whom? याद रखो. आंसर यहीं पे लिख देता हूं मैं, for whom. He has proposed this communism only for a class called guardian class. Not for the entire society, remember it. He proposed communism only for guardian class. And who belong to the guardian class? 2 things. Ruling class plus warrior class. Warrior class and ruling class are the 2 class which is classified as guardian class. Now, communism of property and communism of family is only for them. Means trading class can have private property. और family का भी communism नहीं है उसमें. What is communism of family? Something I'll discuss later. थोड़ा रुको. ठीक है. But this is for whom? ठीक है. Now the thing is that why did he propose? ना तुम्हारा property होगा, ना तुम्हारा family होगा. ठीक है. why is the question, right? Why is the question? Single आंसर दे रहे हैं ताकि क्लैरिटी हो. My purpose is to give you just one-liner answer because you will have clarity in this sense, and later on अपन लोग कर लेंगे. लिखना तो है ही, समझाना तो है ही. Why? Why is the question. So my dear friend, reason is that he visualized politics. ठीक है, he visualized politics, okay, is not for the promotion of selfish interest, rather promotion of common interest. Promotion of selfish interest rather than promotion of common interest. अब क्यों ऐसा बोल रहा है? Because in his eyes, in his view, if you have family, naturally you will think about your family, you want to secure your family. If you have the, like, let's say property, then you will think about growing your property, keeping your property for the family. All these things will naturally come. Okay? But if you have no family and you cannot acquire property, you have no choice but to work in common interest. आप देख रहे हैं अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी, मोदी जी, योगी जी. Common interest. You can correlate from Plato's perspective. Okay? But Plato is wrong. बाद में बात करेंगे. But yes, this is the one-liner, simple idea that it is politics is an instrument of social welfare, not personal welfare. Augmentation of common interest, not personal interest or selfish interest. This is the reason why he proposed it. This is the reason why he proposed it only for, कहाँ गया? अरे, these are two variety of the people. Only for these classes. This class is not a very huge class. This class is Kent class. Number is fixed. If you take the example of India, then the रख लो political class, administrative class जो ऊपर level का officer है, and जो military में है, यही सब कितने होंगे? सब मिला के 2 करोड़ लोग रखते हैं. अगर बहुत ज्यादा होगा, सब मिला लो, बहुत 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 ज्यादा 2 करोड़. Our population is 145 crore. Remaining 143 crore can have everything. ठीक है, चलो. अब ये तो हम बेसिक चीज समझ गए. But we have to understand it further. इतना समझने से काम नहीं चलेगा. Got it? Now, let's talk about communism of property. थोड़ा सा communism of property के बारे में पहले बात करते हैं. Communism of property. Properties communism. It simply means Plato forbade the guardian class to acquire any form of property. No property whatsoever. Property ownership is the special prerogative, according to Plato, is of trading class. They can own property. Now the question is, why, ये क्यों ऐसा बोला, and he gave argument at different level. एक बोला psychological level, ठीक है. At psychological level he said that those people, remember, through the process of education you come to have two classes. One is one who have read few things up to the age of 20 years, those are trader class. Another one is one who read for 30 years, 10 years more. His level of intellect is very high. And the philosophers, they read for like 50 years, their level of intellect is more high. वो बहुत पढ़ा, ठीक है. तो it simply says that psychological level that guardian class's soul is intellectual soul dominated by reason and courage, ठीक है. If they start acquiring property, then there is a possibility that their content of their soul, which is dominated by reason and courage, may shift to appetite. If that happens, then the society's regimentation is gone. Regimentation of the society khatam ho jayega. Then what is, or if regimentation of society is gone, what will happen? Injustice will prevail. है कि नहीं है? Appetite dominate करना शुरू कर देगा. Then it will become very problematic. ठीक है? Okay. Next था, secondly it says that at philosophical level अगर बात करते हैं, at philosophical level if we talk, ठीक है, then you will find that मान लो you can be efficient, ध्यान समझो, ठीक है. You can be efficient. Just for example, Mukesh Ambani is efficient in earning money. Gautam Adani is efficient in earning money. But if Gautam Adani is to become a politician and give a speech, do you really think that he has the ability to convince even 5,000 voters? Have you heard him speaking? कोई वोटर ना दे रहा है. So there is functional specialization. Personality of a politician is different. Personality of a businessman is different. ठीक है? So there at a society, to be efficient, system of functional specialization is concerned, should be there. If let's say I'm a teacher, I'm efficient as a teacher. अब मेरे को कोई और काम दे दो, I may not be that efficient. Or if you give me two work, जो कि management भी करो, पढ़ाई भी करो, there is a possibility that my teaching will be hampered and management will be hampered as well. So here Plato is trying to do what? Try to bring your functional specialization. At political level, if you see, what he is trying to do, he is trying to, rather you can say, stop the centralization of wealth and power. One person who has enormous wealth, as well as the same person having enormous, let's say, enormous political power as well, then imagine whether he can become dictator or not. Sirf only you are having huge political power, dictatorial tendency is quite visible. अगर political power ज़्यादा होता है तो dictatorship follows, very much follows. We have seen in the history. तो political level में both economic power and political power, if they centralize, then mass will be deprived. ठीक है. Or last one, you can say that they want nepotism, corruption. अरे यार ये क्या लिख दिया मैंने. At practical level लिखो. Practical level, you have nepotism and corruption. ठीक है. Many people, many politicians, regional level politician, central level politician, what they do? They engage themselves in corruption, millions and millions of dollars are looted. And then they are looting it for who? Their children. Nepotism and other things starts. Okay? So at all level, you can say, these are the reasons why he proposed communism of property. Now, Aristotle is very critical of it. Remember it. Aristotle is very critical of it. It says that this particular idea is against nature. This particular idea is against nature. Human nature, not nature, human nature. Because human nature generally is, if they are working, they are acquiring things. Acquisition of things give them certain pleasure. That's why this is against human nature, he said. Communism is property is against human nature. Okay? Because property means I worked hard, I should get more. This is the common perception. Okay? Then he said that Plato idea of communism is not communism. At best, it is semi-communism. Etymological problem is also there, he said. It is not communism. It is semi-communism at best. Why? Because only two class, okay, only guardian class is subjected to this kind of restriction. Vast majority, which is traders community, are left. So communism hua kahan? If it is communism, then the entire community should be under it. But entire society is not under it. Only guardian class is under it. So this is not communism. Third, it says that private property, many people think private property to be wrong, bad, ye hai. But private property, according to Aristotle, also breeds philanthropy, also breeds generosity, also breeds charity. अगर मेरे पास कुछ होगा ही नहीं तो मैं दूंगा क्या? For example, if I happen to have meet a beggar, ठीक है, a destitute, with a begging ball, he or she has come. अब मेरे पास ₹1 भी नहीं है तो मैं उसको क्या दूंगा? मैं उसको ज्ञान देना शुरू करूं कि जीवन तो यही है, आए हो तो जीना पड़ेगा, जहर है तो पीना पड़ेगा. ये do you really think that someone will take it? 4 गाली बद्दुआ दे कि मेरे को जाएगा या जाएगी? Understanding or not? You need to have something to give something. Giving something is philanthropic, charity. अच्छा लगता है, generous बनता है लोग. It's not bad as people think so. ठीक है. And fourth logic, Aristotle said that, sir, this sort of system is nowhere existent. था ही नहीं कहीं. It is not existent at all. If something is not existent, it means that it is not good system. That's why it's not existent. If it is a good form, then it would have been in existence somewhere at some point in time in the history. The criticism of communism of properties, this. Now let's talk about communism of family. ठीक है? Family कम्युनिज्म की, बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है। कम्युनिज्म ऑफ फैमिली, ठीक है, और यह समटाइम्स ऑल्सो कॉल्ड कम्युनिज्म ऑफ वाइफ भी कहते हैं, बट in some books you will find communism of wife, in some books you will find communism of family, ठीक है। Communism of family is the right term. Whosoever writes wife, those writers have partial understanding about Plato's idea, ठीक है। अब ये family is the right word। अब simple communism of family means, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, that the guardian class should not have family, उनके पास फैमिली ना हो, ठीक है। मीनिंग अगर हम मेल को सेंट्रिक देखते हैं तो फिर दे आर लाइक नो वाइफ और नो चिल्ड्रन, ना वाइफ ना बच्चा, if you see it in male centric. But since there was a universal education, the scheme of universal education, so wife की जगह husband भी हो सकता है, because guardian class could be woman as well. That is one thing. चलो ठीक है। अब ये तो है, अब फैमिली भी नहीं, बच्चा भी नहीं, मतलब does it mean that Plato is suggesting brahmacharya? Is this the case that Plato is suggesting brahmacharya for the guardian class? If he is suggesting brahmacharya, no family, nothing, then it goes against the nature, because nature is what? Nature is human being को क्या है? Sensual pleasure चाहिए. If such is the case, then now the question is, what about sensual pleasure, sensual or sexual pleasure भाई बॉडी है उसको after certain time, after certain age, people have these sexual urges, male and female, everyone, and rightly so, it is naturally ordained. Body बनाया गया उस तरह से ही, you will get attracted, opposite sex attracts you, sex related hormones will start going up. उसका क्या? Is Plato not aware of? And we are not talking about just ordinary person. कोई हमारे जैसा ordinary होता तो सोच भी सकता था. I am talking about Plato. नॉर्मल जो दुनिया में आदमी है वो तो टाइप नहीं है. Plato is Plato. If Plato is suggesting this sort of thing, then what? A very important question. What about sex? तो here he says that guardian class, बड़ा अजीब सा बात करता है, लेकिन सुनो, guardian class can have temporary sexual relation. Temporary sexual relation बोलता है कि temporarily, that is natural. Sexual urges are natural, so of course चाहिए तो फिर टेम्पररी कर लो. अब वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट सेक्सुअल रिलेशन इन 2400 years ago. That was the time that this scheme of contraception was not developed. अगर बच्चा पैदा हो गया तब क्या होगा? What will happen? Very big question. And in most cases बच्चा होएगा ही होएगा. तो फिर क्या होगा? इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। इधर से अगर चाइल्ड हो गया तो दिस वॉज ए टेम्पररी रिलेशनशिप, हाँ, चाइल्ड हो गया, इस बच्चे का क्या दिक्कत, प्रॉब्लम है? हु विल टेक केयर ऑफ द चाइल्ड? दे कांट हैव फैमिली, कैसे होगा? Now he says the child that will be born out of this temporary relationship, they will be, remember, they will be taken care by the state. They can be taken care by the state. Remember it. State will take care of him. So remember, samjho, entirety. Guardian class, no property. Where is he living? From where is he getting the food to survive? He is living in community home. He is eating in community kitchen. He is wearing those clothes provided by the community. Thick. No property, no personal property. Secondly, no wife. What about sexual desire? They can establish sexual relationship. If child, taken care by the state. पूरा कम्युनिज्म खत्म. नाउ अब क्यों दिया भैया ऐसा कम्युनिज्म ऑफ फैमिली? खतरनाक, हाँ? He said because the absence of personal life, there will be absence of पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट. कोई रहेगा ही नहीं तो मैं किसके लिए संपत्ति इकट्ठा करूं, करप्शन करूं किसके लिए? फॉर हुम? आई विल डाई, कोई है ही नहीं. सिस्टम विल बिकम अ मेरिटोक्रेटिक सिस्टम. मेरिट विल बी देयर. सिस्टम विल बी जस्ट इन दैट सेंस. Guardian class will never come in conflict with each other. Political stability will be there. ठीक है? His purpose was to insulate the guardian class from your familial, what to say, attachments. A detached person, चाहिए नहीं उसको कुछ, तो देता है. When you don't want something, you will give something. ठीक है? Also from a woman's perspective, if you see, they want, he is giving an argument that this system will free the woman. Woman को free कर देगा. Now woman has choice. Otherwise, when society used to visualize woman, they visualized woman as what? One who will take care of the home. घर का सफाई, घर का खाना, बच्चे को पालना. So women who has such higher intellect, now those people are completely free. They can do anything because they don't have to take care of the child. State will take care of the child. They don't have to take care of their husband because state will take care of the husband. कोई दिक्कत नहीं. Women are free. Free a woman. Third, another piece of argument you can say here is that many people also said that he wanted superior child. Now remember, this child, a child which is born from this temporary sexual relationship, that child will be under the patronage of the state. State ke patronage mein. And if something is in the patronage of the state, then what will happen? He will get the best version of everything. He will be trained in such manner. And similar kind of child will be there. बोलते हैं ना, bird with white feathers or same feathers flock together. विनर एक साथ रहते हैं, लूजर एक साथ रहते हैं। ग्रुप विनर होता है, ग्रुप लूजर होता है। ऐसा कभी नहीं दिखेंगे कि एक ग्रुप है उसमें से एक विनर निकल गया एक लूजर निकल गया, कभी नहीं होता है। Psychologically, it is proven that your IQ is the average of the IQ of the 5 person you visit or you speak or you interact with more frequently. 5 लोग का जो IQ है उसका एवरेज निकाल लो, आपका उतना ही IQ होगा वो 5 लोग जिससे कि सबसे ज्यादा आप इंटरेक्शन करते हैं। यहां पे ऑल, एक तो प्रोजेनी किसका है, हुज प्रोजेनी, गार्डियन क्लास प्रोजेनी, ऐसे दिमाग बहुत तेज है। सेकेंडली, अंडर द पेट्रोनेज ऑफ द स्टेट, एंड थर्ड, environment is also good because all children are of the same category. Best children निकलेगा। Best children means superior race, superior means race means superior rule, superior rule means superior kingdom. Again, Aristotle criticized it. Aristotle ने क्या बोला? He said that don't undermine the family. Family is the first institution of socialization. It is only through family a children become human. They understand what is love, what is care, what is cooperation, what is collaboration, what is sacrifice, what is service. This sort of value, great values, they learn it from family. So don't berate family, sir. दूसरा चीज ये तो कहता है कि टेम्परेरी सेक्सुअल रिलेशनशिप करो। अब टेम्परेरी सेक्सुअल रिलेशनशिप इज प्रॉब्लमेटिक, इट कैन लीड टू इमोरलिटी इन द सोसाइटी। ठीक है, इमोरल सेक्सुअल कंडक्ट बहुत डेवलप हो जाएगा कि आज आप इसके साथ है, कल उसके साथ है, परसों उसके साथ है, नेक्स्ट दिन उसके साथ है, बिकॉज सोसाइटी इज नॉट जजिंग यू, इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द सोसाइटी। पीपल से कि नहीं इधर रहना है, जहां शादी हो गया वहीं रहना है, इधर उधर नहीं जाना है। ठीक है, होगा। इफ यू आर गिवन एन ऑप्शन, ऑफ कोर्स दैट इज क्वाइट एन ऑब्वियस थिंग। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट, Aristotle being a very practical thinker, he said that this idea is not practical. Secondly, history में भी नहीं है कहीं पे भी। If अच्छा होता आइडिया तो हिस्ट्री में होता, like argument he propounded in case of property. ठीक है, so this is what it is, his idea of communism. Now the last question, that what is the difference between Plato's communism and the modern day communism propounded by Marx? Okay, because on the basis of that comparison we can say who is the actual father of communism. ठीक है, otherwise it looks like that Plato is the father of communism, but is he the father of communism? Because most अभी तक तो यही पढ़ते आए हम कि Marx is the father of communism. तो इधर बुक गलत था या फिर सच्चाई कुछ और है। Let's see. So before that we will write whatever we have discussed, and then after that I'll let you know about that area. Okay, write down please. Communism is a system of social organization. Communism is a system of social organization in which property and means of production is owned by the community. Each person contribute based on their capacity, and receive based on their needs, Para change. Plato particularly proposed two forms of communism, hyphen, communism of property and communism of family. Communism of property and communism of family. Full stop. However, it was restricted only to the guardian class. Para change. लिखिए, for Plato, politics doesn't mean promotion of personal interest rather it is promotion of common interest. Full stop. Therefore, he prescribed high standard for people in governance. High standard for the people in governance. Full stop. Moreover, the longings, L-O-N-G-I-N-G-S, longings for family and property make the ruler self-seeking, greedy, nepotistic, and hence corrupt. Full stop. This is a diversion from and impediment to appropriate performance. Diversion from and impediment to appropriate performance of their duty to rule rule not in their own, not in their own, but in public interest, but in public interest. Full stop. Para change. Plato said the guardian class should live in community home, community home, comma, eat in community kitchen, and stay away from wealth. Wealth. Full stop. Put up the heading logic for community of communism of property. Logic for communism of property. Number one, psychological, लिखिए psychological level. Guardian class soul is dominated by, under that write down please, guardian class soul is dominated by intellect or reason, and if that class starts acquiring wealth, then appetite will dominate. Then appetite will dominate. Dominate. Next, philosophical level. Write down. Principle of functional specialization suggests that principle of functional specialization suggests that individual should be an expert in their area of work, to have efficiency. Full stop. It is possible only when ruling class should focus on governance rather than wealth. Next, political level. he wanted to stop the centralization of political and economic power political and economic power. The last one, practical level. He wanted to discourage nepotism, corruption, etc. Now put up the heading criticism in bracket Aristotle. Criticism in bracket Aristotle. Under that, right, number 1. It is against human nature. Nature. Next. It is only valid for guardian class hence it is at best it is semi-communism. It is semi-communism. Next. Private property generate a sense of philanthropy. Private property generate a sense of philanthropy charity and generosity in an individual. And generosity in an individual. Next. The idea of communism is not found in practical life. Not found in practical life. And historically as well, there is no such evidence. Now put up the heading communism of family. Right on. Plato prescribed the guardian class should not have a family. Should not have a family. In bracket write down wife and children. Children. Full stop. Bracket close. he was well aware of the fact that that sensual pleasure or sexual desire desire is the basic human needs, is the basic human need. Need, full stop. Therefore, he prescribed a temporary sexual relations. Sexual relationship in a collective setup. Collective setup. Hence, there will be no husband or wife. Or wife. Full stop. Para change. Moreover, if a child is born out of that, if a child is born out of that sexual relationship, then that child will become the collective child of all and the care, maintenance and protection will be the responsibility of the state. Now put up the heading logic. Logic forwarded by Plato. Number 1. Because of absence of personal life, absence of personal life, in bracket personal interest, the guardian class will not conflict with each other. Full stop. In this sense, he wants to convert the entire guardian class as one family. Number 2, he wanted to insulate the ruling class from familial attachment next. He wanted to make women independent because in family system woman loses his independence. Last one. He wanted a superior child. A superior child. Now put up a heading, criticism in bracket Aristotle. Criticism in bracket Aristotle. Number one, family is the first institution of socialization where a child learns values like love, care, cooperation, sharing, etc. Next, his idea of temporary sexual relationship, may lead to immoral sexual conduct. Next, the idea is impractical and history doesn't have any evidence to support it. Chaliye. Now let's talk about Plato's communism versus Marx communism. कंपेयर कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. ड्रॉ करने की जरूरत नहीं है, मैं लिखाऊंगा ही, बस समझाने के लिए यहाँ बोलता हूं. तो यहां पे क्या हो सकता है? यू हैव टू थिंग्स, सिमिलरिटीज एंड डिफरेंसेस. and differences. Similarities and differences. देखो similarities क्या है पहले ये समझते हैं. ओके, both are giving importance to society, not individual. सिंगल पर्सन को नहीं इंपॉर्टेंस दे रहा है. किसको दे रहा है? इंपॉर्टेंस टू सोसाइटी. ठीक है. नॉट इंडिविजुअल। ये बात तो सही है, ठीक है। दोनों क्या करना चाहता है, व्हाई ही इज प्रपोजिंग इट और व्हाई मार्क्स, रिमेंबर इट, मार्क्स यू हैव नॉट रेड इट, तो दिस इज अ सेक्शन यू विल अंडरस्टैंड लिटिल लेस। तो अभी दिमाग में रखो, व्हेन यू अंडरस्टैंड मार्क्स, हमें ये लिखना भी नहीं पड़ता, खुद ब खुद लिख देते, इतने अच्छे से पढ़ा देता मैं मार्क्स, खुद ब खुद आप लिख लेते, लेकिन ठीक है अब है तो। सेकेंड इज दैट you have both wanted to create an ideal system, दोनों आइडियल सिस्टम बनाना चाहता था, उनके लिए भी दैट इज द परफेक्ट सिस्टम, इनके लिए रेजिमेंटेड सोसाइटी, ऑल दिस आर परफेक्ट सिस्टम, ठीक है। देन दे वांटेड सोसाइटी टू बी फ्री फ्रॉम टेंशन, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, मनी, परिवार और प्रॉपर्टी, यही दो चीज के लिए मेनली कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होता है ऊपर में, ठीक है। ये सब चीज खत्म करना चाहता है, ओके। और जो था कि इनका भी इक्वालिटी ऑफ रिसोर्सेस था फोकस, और जो एजुकेशन सिस्टम है स्टेट कंट्रोल्ड था, दूसरा लिख देते हैं यहाँ पे, सॉरी, स्टेट कंट्रोल था इनका, कम्युनिटी कंट्रोल था इनका, स्टेट कंट्रोल वो छोटा ही था। डिफरेंस क्या है, बहुत डिफरेंस है, इट हैज मोर डिफरेंस देन सिमिलरिटीज, ठीक है। इनका क्या था, मार्क्स, प्लेटो एंड मार्क्स, इनका क्या था, फर्स्ट थिंग इज गार्डियन क्लास, बट हियर नॉट गार्डियन, ये कंप्लीट एंटायर सोसाइटी का था। इनका क्या था, प्रॉपर्टी प्लस फैमिली, इनका क्या था, ओनली प्रॉपर्टी, इनका क्या था, स्टेट रहेगा, स्टेट विल बी देयर, यहां पे स्टेटलेस सोसाइटी, सोसाइटी नहीं में स्टेट रहेगा ही नहीं, ठीक है। इनका क्या था, कम्युनिज्म थ्रू व्हाट, मींस क्या रहा, इनका क्या था, पीसफुल, इनका क्या है, वायलेंट मींस, ओके, ऑल राइट, दिस इज व्हाट इट इज। और भी एक दो पॉइंट है, सिंपल सिंपल पॉइंट्स। सो द डिफरेंस इज मोर, सिमिलरिटी इज लेस, इसीलिए there is a thinker named Charles Taylor, he said that since difference is more, similarity is very slim, therefore Plato cannot be considered as father of communism, it is still Marx who is father of communism. Got it? लिखिए, put up the heading similarities. Similarities. Write down number 1 point. Both gave importance to society compared to individual. Number 2, both wanted to create an ideal system. Next, both rejected acquisition of private property. Both rejected acquisition of private property. Next, both envisaged society free from exploitation and conflict Next, both favored state/community controlled education system. Now put up the heading dissimilarities. और एक डिवाइडिंग लाइन डालिए. डिवाइडिंग लाइन, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड प्लेटो, राइट हैंड साइड मार्क्स. डिवाइडिंग लाइन, डिफरेंस बिटवीन में करते हैं जैसे. प्लेटो, अंडर प्लेटो राइट डाउन. Only for guardian class. Number 1, only for guardian class. In mark side, for entire society. Left hand side, based on class cooperation. Right hand side, mark side, class conflict. Left hand side, create an ideal state. Plato, create an ideal state. Right hand side, stateless society. Left hand side, restricted to city state. Right hand side, global character. Left hand side, communism through peaceful means. Right hand side, violent means. Left hand side, purity of ruling class. Right hand side, dictatorship of proletariat. 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 Bourgeois and proletariat, we will study about it. left hand side. Deprive, left hand side, deprive guardian class of any property. Right hand side, collective ownership of property by the whole community one paragraph, just below it, one paragraph. Though Plato gave the idea of communism but it has more dissimilarities than similarities. Compared to modern day communism. Modern day communism propounded by Marx. Full stop. Hence, Taylor, Taylor, Charles Taylor, okay, Taylor categorically mentioned that Plato was not a communist, comma, Marx is the first communist. Plato was not the communist, comma, Marx is the first communist. So, for today, let's keep up till this much. We have few more topics left, small topic left. As far as Plato is concerned, after that we will jump to Aristotle. यहाँ तक रखते हैं, and all the information about everything I have already given. And tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we do not have any class. After that, we'll meet again. And hope to see every one of you, whosoever have watched the lectures, to see you in the class after day after tomorrow. All right? And if there is any query, anything, you can, I have given you the phone number, WhatsApp number. WhatsApp him, okay? Because he has this WhatsApp installed in his computer and laptop, okay? So he may not be able to receive your call, but yes, he will definitely respond to your WhatsApp, okay? And every information that you want, it will be made available to you, okay? So thank you very much for attending the sessions. I hope you enjoyed. We'll see. Thank you.